That's why I had good client hands, was understanding the perspective of the client, understanding the perspective of my colleagues and my teammates. So for me, it's about building trust. And trust is the willingness to make yourself vulnerable when you can't completely predict how someone else is going to behave. And so there's elements of uncertainty and vulnerability there. And when we're deciding to trust someone, we ask ourselves these two fundamental questions. The first is, how likely am I to be harmed, which is perceived uncertainty. The second is, if I'm harmed, how bad's going to hurt, which is perceived vulnerability. And it's uncertainty times vulnerability gives us a level of perceived risk. Now, we each have a threshold of risk that we're comfortable with. And if we go beyond that threshold, then we don't trust. And if we're beneath it, then we do. And so building trust actually becomes fairly simple. It's, where does uncertainty come from? And how do I take steps to reduce it? Where do perceptions of vulnerability come from? And how do I take steps to help the other person manage those so that we can get below that risk threshold?